Hey guys, Matty Miller with ERA Real Estate, and quickly just wanted to go through a few numbers as kind of we're approaching the end of quarter one, kind of going through and seeing kind of what's up for the real estate market coming into the busier months of the summertime. So a few things that we look at when we're talking about numbers, and I like to use probably 4 or 5 key market indicators. Obviously we talk about price, sometimes we talk about days on market is a big thing. I'm talking about the number of closed sales, maybe how many new listings are coming on the market. A lot of agents use different stuff to kind of predict or at least forecast, because quite honestly, I'd be lying to you if I were to tell you exactly what was going to happen, because if that was the case, then I would have told everybody to buy a year ago when interest rates were at 3.2%. And, obviously didn't see them going up to 7% that quickly, but they did. So obviously no one really can predict what the market's actually going to do. We did see interest rates increase here in February. So what that does to the market as we move forward is a little bit uncertain, but a few things we want to talk about. We have seen the median sales price creep down. Median sales price in our markets, and when I say our markets, I'm using Clay, Duval, and St. Johns County. I'm not using everywhere in our MLS, but our peak median sales price was just over 400, and that was in June of 2022. We are back down to 367 as a median sales price, so we are starting to trend down in that direction. Whether that stays trending down or not is a whole other situation. So we are trending down in the overall sales price. Days on market is another one. Obviously, I've had conversations with people over the last few months that, hey, listen, at one point in time, it felt like we could stick a sign in the yard and all of a sudden have 5 offers in our hands in less than 48 hours. That obviously not the case anymore. We're seeing days on market creep up to almost 60. We're currently at 55, and that was a January statistic, so we'll have some more numbers on that coming through February as well. So 55 to 60 days, 2 months. Some houses, if it's overpriced, we've seen them as long as 120. We're seeing a lot of properties sit on the market for a little while longer than what it was the last 2 years. What it was the last 2 years was not a normal market. 55 days to 60 days, pretty normal market. That's even pretty fast, honestly. So a lot of people think that, hey, I want to put my house in the market and have an offer the next day. That's just simply not the case anymore. It might be, could be 90 days, could be 120, could be a little longer, could be close to 6 months in some markets. Here in Jacksonville, especially, we've seen that number creep up over the years. So the other side of that is list price received. We are seeing about 96% of list price received, which at one point in time, I think we were at like 104%, 102. So May of 2022, we were seeing about 102% of the list price received. So we are seeing that number creep down, and partly because of that, I think a lot of people are probably overpriced, depending on their comparables from the last 6 months, 8 months, whatever. I think they're just overpriced a little bit, so that number is a little bit deceiving as far as that's concerned. And the last one that I kind of want to look at over the last year and a half is sold price per square foot. Sold price per square foot, quite honestly, hasn't really changed that much. In April of 2022, it was $202 a square foot. And in January of 2022, again, these are January numbers, February's will come out here in a little bit, we're at $202. So nothing's changed there. So again, while I don't think that we are seeing a major turn, we are seeing some signs that point to a declining market, while other signs are saying, hey, we might sit here and be pretty stable kind of where we're at. A lot of that is obviously depending on interest rates. We're seeing those at 6.25 to 7. Somewhere in that ballpark, and if those change, we could see some shifts in these numbers as well. But if you're interested in selling, buying, or anything like that, and you guys need some more information to kind of arm yourselves with as the general public, say, hey, can we afford this? Is this the right time? Reach out to me. My name is Matty Miller with ERA Real Estate. I'll be glad to give you an honest, candid answer of, hey, in your situation, this is probably the best way to go. And if it's not, then we'll have that conversation and maybe figure out an alternative. But if you guys have any questions, Matty Miller with ERA Real Estate, have a great day and have a great week. Take care.